So hello my dear students, welcome to my educational video again, Learning with Ganesh. Today we are discussing class 10 maths, that is trigonometry. I have already given you some basic things what is required for doing exercise 8.1. Now we will do some sums from that particular exercise 8.1. So before seeing this, you just watch my previous video. There I have given you some basic instructions what are required for doing 8.1. If you have followed that one, automatically you will be able to do all sums within a fraction of a second. Now 8.1, exercise 8.1, that is trigonometry. What is question number 1? Question number 1. Okay, this is question number 1. In triangle ABC, right angle at B. That means we'll draw a right angle triangle. Right angle at B means this is right angle, so we'll write B and remaining A and B. Here it is given AB is equals to 24. BC is equals to 7 centimeter and this is 24 centimeter. We have to find out AB. What is AB? AB is nothing but a hypotenuse. Yesterday I told you to find out H, we have to, H is equals to, according to Pythagoras theorem, H is equals to the sum of the squares of other two legs. So that means AB, AC is, AC not, it is AC. It is AC. Okay. Now AC equals to root over 24 square plus 7 square. Okay. So 24 square plus 7 square. So what we will do? What is 24? I think 576 plus 7 sevens are 49. I think this will come 6 plus 5 15, 5 1 carrying, 11 12 plus 1 625. If you remove this root, it is 25. So we got this side as a 25. Okay, this is common in maximum sums of this exercise. This is common. Now what is asked? Sine A. Sine A means this angle. Angle is this side. If this is the angle, that means this side is base. If this is base, then this is perpendicular. So sine A, recall your just dialogue one I have given you in the previous class. Some people have. Some people have. People have means P by H. So this is P, this is H. So sine A is equals to BC by AC, that is 7 by 25. Now what is cos A? Cos A, again this is A means this is B. So cos A is equals to 24 by 25. So cos A is equals to AB by AC, that means 24 by 25. Okay. Now similarly, sin C. Sin C means this is C, so automatically this is P. So sin C will be sin C, this is one and this is another one. Sin C, we are talking about this angle, so that means obviously this is base. If this is base, then this is perpendicular. P by H, that is 24 by 25. And what is cos C? Cos C is B by H. B by H, this is C, this is B, means 7 by 25. 7 by 25. So this is what question number 1 is. You simply pause this one, copy it, try to understand it, and then try to do with yourself without seeing this. And after doing it, where you have done or where you have done right or wrong, you can verify with this by pausing this video. Okay, now we will go for question number 2. So okay, now this is question number 2. In figure, find tan P minus cot R. What is tan P and cot R. Tan means T, turns partially blue, P by B, but here is P. So obviously we are talking for this angle. If this is the angle, so automatically this is the base, then this is the perpendicular. So P by B. So tan P is what? QR by, so we'll write tan P is equals to QR by PQ, P by B. Now what is cot R? Cot R. So we are talking of this angle. Cot is just reverse of tan. If tan is P by B, so cot will be B by P. So again 12 by this, so this is base and this is perpendicular. So P by B, again QR by PQ. QR by PQ. So I think if you subtract this both, it will come 0. But anyhow, we will see. Now we will find out what is QR. QR is equals to nothing but PR square minus PQ square. Okay, so PR is 13 square minus 12 square, again under root. So 13 means 169 minus 144, I think it will be 25, and it will come out, this is 5. Write neatly 5. So we got this as a 5. Now come to the question. Tan P minus cot R. Tan P is QR by PQ. QR by PQ. 5 by 12. This is 5 by 12. Again QR by PQ, same thing, 5 by 12. So I think it is 0. That is the answer. Okay, simple. So you can do, I think you can try question number 3 also, 4 also. Okay, 4 I am doing you. Question number 3 I think you can do. If not, you can comment me, I will explain to you. So go to question number 4. So what is question number 4? Given 15 cot A is equals to 8. That means cot A is equals to 8. This 15 will come down. Cot is the reverse of tan. What is tan? Turns partially blue. That means P by B. But here it is B by P. It is B by P. Now for our convenience we can draw a figure. This is A, this is B, this is C. So we are talking of this A, cot A. So if it is A, so obviously this side is base and this side is perpendicular. So this perpendicular is 15 and this is 8. So anyhow we required hypotenuse. What is hypotenuse? The square of hypotenuse is the square is the sum of the squares of these two legs. So that means we can say h is equals to root over 15 square plus 8 square. 15. What is 15? 225 plus 8 is 64. So what you will get? 982. 289. I think if you break this square, it will be 17. So we got this 17. Now come to the question. What was asked in the question? Sin A. Sin A is nothing but P by H. Some people have P by H. Now sorry, A means this is base. So this is actually BC by, we can according to figure, this is BC by AC. BC is 15 by 17. Okay. Now what is sec A? Sec is what? Sec is the opposite of cos. Wasn't it? Cos is B by H. So sec will be H by B. So this is base H by B. AC by AB. AC by AB. So that means 17. We'll write 17 by 8. So 17 by 8. Now what we will do? we'll do one more sum, question number 5. So okay, 5 we can do. So we'll go to 6. Here, if angle A and angle B are acute angles. So first of all, trigonometry means we are dealing with only one type of triangle, that is right angle triangle. What? Right angle triangle in which one angle is 90 degree. But here A and B are acute angle. So obviously this is A, this is B. So what is left? C is left. Okay, because since these two are acute angles, so we will give to this A and B, and C is here. Now here cos A is equals to cos B. You have to show that angle A and angle B both are equal. You know, isosceles triangle. What is the rule of isosceles triangle? At least isosceles triangles are those triangles in which two sides of the triangles must be equal. And those two sides are equal, their corresponding angles are also equal. Now here we got angle A and angle B. This we have to show. First of all, if cos A equals to cos B, then we have to show that these two angles are equal. So for proving these two angles are equal, we must prove that AC is equals to BC. That we have to see whether these two sides are equal or not. If these two sides are equal, automatically by the rules of isosceles triangle, these corresponding opposite sides must be equal. Now we have to prove AC is equals to BC. Cos A. Cos A means we are talking this A, so obviously this is P and this is base and this is perpendicular, this is hypotenuse for cos A. Cos A, so we will write cos A is equals to cos A B by H, AC by AB. Okay. Cos B, what is cos B? Cos B means we are talking for this angle. If this angle, it is based on this, so that means this is B, this is P, this is P. So it means B by H. So here we can write BC by AC. Now BC by AB, both are equal. If question is given cos A is equals to cos B, it is given, then what happens? Similarly, AC by AB is equals to BC by AB. If you multiply cross, what happens? You can cancel it similarly. If both are denominator, you can cancel it. So what is left? AC is equals to BC. So we got this side equals to this side. So automatically the sides opposite to two equal angles are equal. The angles opposite to two equal sides are equal. That means angle A is equals to angle B, proved. Okay, simple, finished. So simple. So rest of the sums we will do in the next video. So till then, you just rewind and see until and unless you won't do it from yourself. Every sum you have to do it by yourself. That's what I need. I'm just doing only for that, so that you can do all the sums by yourself. So it will be easy for you whenever exams or whatever will be conducted. Okay. So till then, we'll meet you in the next video. Bye.